He can't get out the fight. No matter what reports they put out, that is contractual. He can't get out the fight.
Those are the words of Tay Jones as he was interviewed right before I interviewed him. And he made some bold statements that, hey, Tyson Fury can't get out of this fight because he signed an agreement. And as far as we knew at that time, the agreement was supposed to have been solid. You know, the agreement, you know, the contract that he signed when for the rematch, it had a rematch clause in there. And it's up to the fighter that lost. If that fighter that lost wanted to activate or exercise that rematch clause, he had that right to do so. And Deontay Wilder did that. Okay, that was his corresponding action when it came to Fury, fighting Fury again for the third time. Now, of course, we know all the rumors and everything started after that. And, you know, Fury was praised for maybe about a week. Okay, maybe about a week, maybe two, maybe about a couple weeks. I mean, people couldn't shut up about it. All channels, you know, they were surprised with Fury. They were saying they were just shocked. They were, oh man, Wilder has to really change. He has to make some adjustments. He has to do this. He has to do that. And then when the rumors start, the rumors then became truth. Okay, then the only thing that we had to go on was, hey, Fury still has to fight Wilder a third time. Just confirmed. Hey, you can't get out of this fight. You ain't going anywhere. You know, so what's happening now? Maybe some behind the scenes stuff is happening. I don't know. I just think it's still weird because Wilder has been quiet for too long for it to be anything good from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to allow Tyson Fury to say, hey, I've moved on. And then that's Tyson Fury, okay? Tyson Fury has spoken along with Bob Arum and Frank Warren. Those are the people, that's his promoters. Those are his promoters. They have all spoken. See, here's the thing. This is Libra season. You have me, you have Deontay Wilder, you have Anthony Joshua. We are Libras. You know what Libras are really big on? Balance. You have to balance this shit out. And now it's like this, okay? You have one side has spoken, said this is what's going to happen, and the reason why it's going to happen, not what we feel or rumored that we're leaving or we believe that we're leaving. No, we have moved on, point blank and period. Contract expired. Then we hear this, that, and other from them, and we don't know anything. See, the importance of Wilder speaking is to let people know what's truth and what ain't. You know what I mean? Because it's to this point where if you don't hear Wilder speak, you're not really going to believe it. And then even when he does, it's like, okay, well, he needs to sit down in front of everybody and get in front of a lot of different people and answer all these damn questions and set the record straight. That's what anybody that cares for his reputation would do. Okay? And if he doesn't care for his reputation, he should care for the right to fight. If he's a fighter still, he should care for that. He should want to go in there and answer all these questions. He should want to solve all these rumors and look, agree with them or disagree with them. Don't plead the fucking fifth. Don't stay quiet. Why? And a lot of people think that quietness is golden. It ain't golden no more. Because things that we thought that was going to happen, because I was convinced Wilder is going to get that third fight and he deserves that third fight. Give it to him. He deserves it. Okay? He deserves that third fight, so let's give it to him. Let him have it. But now, also, everyone from one side has spoken. One person has spoken on the side of Wilder. This is not like Wilder. You know what I mean? And then for people to say, hey, I'm damaged, I'm this, I'm that. Do you understand that Deontay Wilder, if he heard something bad about him, especially when somebody as a public figure, if they said something about him, do you know how fast he would counterpunch their ass in the past? Think about that. Paula Malignaggi, Andre Ward, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. What did all these guys have in common? What did they have in common? They all said something that Deontay Wilder didn't like, and in fact, what did he do? He lashed back at him. He had something to say. He responded. That's the Deontay Wilder I know. You know what I mean? You can like him, love him, or hate him. But at the end of the day, you knew who he was. Who the fuck is this dude here? Where is he at? You see what I'm saying? He was training one moment, then he ain't training. He had a surgery, then he didn't have a surgery. He was ready to fight. Oh, then he couldn't fight. He can't fight. What the fuck? That's the problem right now. We don't know what's going on. Okay, and that's the absolute truth. We don't know what's going on because Wilder is out of his element. And if he's out of his element for a particular reason. What that reason is, we don't know. Okay, but this ain't Wilder. Bring Wilder back. That's what people need to do. The real Wilder. I don't know who the fuck this is. So everybody's saying he's embarrassed. He's got mental problems and not physically ready, not mentally ready, not spiritually ready. All that stuff. He's broken. He's a shot fighter. He's exposed. Listen, Wilder needs to come out, set the record straight, tell us what his future plans are. Because if he doesn't say anything, that's an omission of guilt. Why? Because he's not saying anything to defend himself. And I get people are fans of Wilder. I get it. Hell, I'm a fan of Wilder, but I ain't a fan of this. And people know that. I'll let that be known. And I'm tired of people trying to go out of their way to defend the person when they know that even they gonna get tired of that shit. Because it's only gonna be a certain point of time when people that are listening to those type of channels and those other opinions are gonna say, well, damn, man, why he still ain't talked? Fury already fucking fought somebody. He ain't said shit yet. He probably just said, fuck it. Maybe so. Right? Sometimes when you don't speak, that's pretty much what it is. Let me give you a great example of what I'm talking about. Let's say someone calls you that you don't want to talk to. You ain't gonna answer the phone, will you? Hell no. Right? You're gonna look at it. You see they call. They might text. They might leave a voice message. They might email you. Hell, call me. You know, these days, Instagram you, inbox you, Facebook you, you know what I mean? Snapchat you. Video call you, right? You'll see that shit. You look at it and don't answer the phone. Right? You'll see it and you won't answer the phone. All right. What does that tell you? That other person, they'll start saying, man, maybe that person don't want to talk to me. And then pretty soon, subliminal message pops in your mind because that's a subliminal way of saying, I don't want this fight. I don't give a shit about it. Fuck it. I'm disappointed. What can I do? And probably it's at a point that, and I think what it is at this point, they don't want to come out and say there's nothing we can do. That's what I honestly think. And I think Wilder's more embarrassed about that for having a contract like that, you know, but it's just the same way like Loma just did Lopez, right? No rematch clause. But in this case, he had a rematch clause, but the fucking stipulations were so shitty and shady. You know what I'm saying? That it was only set up for failure. Well, he shouldn't have done that. Bad business, bad management, all the way around. That may be the case. You guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder not speaking. People saying that the fight is still happening. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.